The feds try to catch me on the run. I'll stop and go. Sick of telling niggas I'm the shit. I just drop a low. Music.
Flex family, it's been a while, long time no see. Rocking the Alpha Elite Volt tank. Yeah, I've been waiting to vlog since I've been in the process of getting a new phone, as I mentioned in my last video. It took a while to decide, went through some complications, but I'm here now with what I will show you in a bit, the new LG G4. And I got it specifically for this channel to just bring better quality to all of you guys. It's got a 2560 by 1440 camera, 16 megapixels, which I was pretty happy with, and it shoots in 4K, which I was even more happy with. So, you know, high def gains, high def douchebag photos, and just a lot of other high def douchebag shit. So yeah, I got that. Took me a little bit today. Was sitting there in the store for about an hour, which I wasn't too happy about, but there's, you know, bigger fish to fry. But anyways, on another note, it is, I believe, June 25th, yeah. About 6 o'clock in the evening. Just headed to the gym now for a lower body day, which are starting to get more and more difficult as each workout goes by, specifically lower body. As you all know through Instagram and YouTube, I have started my caloric deficit. I'm about 3 weeks in at this point, 2.5 weeks give or take, and I'm about 7 pounds down on an empty stomach, of course, fluctuating with how much I've eaten throughout the day. But on an empty stomach, I'm waking up at about 143.6 pounds, down from 151.6 or 7, give or take, which I'm happy about. I do realize that a majority of that is probably water weight, but hey, progress is progress, and I'm well on my way. And I just found that the approach this time around for me is just going to be simple. You know, don't overthink food choices, don't overthink meal timing. Just, you know, really stick to the true, sorry, I'm going to piss a lot of you off here. Really stick to just the true nature of just if it fits your macros. I'm not talking about eating shit every day. I'm not talking about eating a donut at 11 o'clock at night to fill my macros. I'm talking about just, you know, not stressing as to, you know, whether or not it's brown rice or sweet potatoes in my Tupperware, which it won't be either, I can promise you that. But yeah, you know, if just really focusing on flexible dieting, having fun while I'm doing it, just stress-free and taking it as, you know, laid back and relaxed as I can. This is a process for me. As I said, I am going to be prepping for a contest next May, but as you know, that's still almost virtually a year away. I'm really just focusing right now on shredding a lot of my fat and just getting, you know, getting fairly lean. Yeah. So I think I started at about 2,500 calories, which is just about 100 calories below maintenance, really just to let my body adjust. A big tip I have for all of you cutting is don't go with it too aggressively. It will, because against what most people think, you know, contradictory to what most people think, most people believe that, you know, cutting aggressively and just really dumping your calories out the window and depriving yourself from the get-go is really going to assist you in helping speed up the process per se, when really realistically it does the opposite. Your body needs time to adjust to these forms of, you know, calorie deprivation, not deprivation, that's a bad word, but, you know, the decrease in calories over time. And that's the key word right there, is just over time. Start with maintenance, and my general rule of thumb is to just drop about 100 calories a week. And most of that is usually carbohydrates. I like to keep my carbs moderately high. I'll never restrict my calories to anything below 300 calories below my maintenance. As I do I don't mind cardio, so I do tend to do quite a bit of cardio, 3 to 4 times a week for about half an hour on the elliptical. So, I mean, you know, going into a huge deficit really isn't something that I need to do. It's not a very high priority. But yeah, just do it in slow intervals. Take your time, let your body adjust, and listen to it. If you're losing weight at a higher caloric, daily intake than you initially thought you would, go with it. Don't automatically just go, I need less calories. I'm still eating too much. No, listen to your body. If you're losing half a pound to a pound a week on, what you would originally thought wouldn't be low enough, just stick with it until you plateau, and then judge from there. Auto-regulate your weight loss, your process. Go in intervals. I like to drop, as I said, 100 calories a week. Obviously, for a maximum of about 8 weeks. And this is from bulking, not from maintenance. I'm not trying to deprive myself. So yeah, guys, be smart about it, trust the process, and realize that it's not all about depriving yourself of calories, but more of just how you use them, how you use your macros, and how you optimize your training to complement your nutrition. So I'm at the gym. I don't know how much I'm actually going to vlog of it. Probably nothing, but I will be back after. See you all soon. Welcome back, everybody. Flex vlog number 5. As you can see, I'm rocking that new green Inzer Lever Forever belt. I was super excited about using this for my lower body day. As you all know, I am pretty deep into my deficit at this point. Down 10 pounds from my original 151. I actually weighed in at an all-time low today of 140.6, which I was super happy about. But on the flip side, as you also all know, numbers do tend to go down with the loss of calories while keeping energy expenditure at a maximum. So going into today, I could use a little bit of a pick-me-up, and I had that by strapping on that new belt, and I gotta tell you, it was phenomenal. So the workout consisted of conventional back squats, sumo deadlifts, lying hamstring curls, and seated quad extensions, which the hamstring curls weren't filmed, but it was just 4 sets of 10 to 12. So my squats, I did 3 acclimation sets of 225, and then worked up to 3 sets of heavy triples at 240, which you can see here. I give you this angle just so you can see my form in depth. I was pretty happy with it on this day. Knees didn't shake, and I would definitely say that was below 90 degrees. So I did choose to train smarter rather than harder on this day. As you can see, with 275 on the bar, back at the peak of my surplus, I was rocking 315 for doubles, but decided to really just back down and play it safe, going with 275 for doubles today. And it's pretty evident that, that felt pretty damn close to 300 when pulling it. But that's okay. As I said, you really have to learn how to adapt when you're cutting. You don't train the same way as if you're bulking. You still train hard, but you have to train smarter. You have to be efficient with your lifts because the energy is not going to be there. And you have to learn to adapt to the fact that your numbers are going to go down and train towards your goals at that given time, which is leaning out. So this was my last set at 275 before backing down with 5 back down sets at 225 for 5 reps of speed work. This was really fun. I haven't done speed work in a long time, and I really do recommend it, as it's also good for increasing your speed with heavier lifts off the ground when working with heavier weight. There we go. Coming up pretty quick. I was happy about that for sure. So here we go. Second last exercise, which was the seated quad extensions. As you can see, my feet are forward as opposed to up, which puts a focus on that teardrop, which is also called the vastus medialis. Highly suggest it. It's a little bit different, but works tons. I did not film the calf raises because, as you probably know, they're not very fun to film nor watch. So thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the video. Ultra Black. So pulled into the gas station to get a drink. Saw the sign for new Monster Energy Ultra Black. I'm beyond excited right now. Taste test right in front of the camera for y'all. Damn. That's some good shit right there. That right there, I would say it's better than the white, red, and the blue. Orange still takes the cake. It's like a close second place. If you like, if you're a Dr. Pepper sort of person, I would totally go for this. It tastes a whole lot like Dr. Pepper. Diet, amazing. Squad goals. So I come down to see what I can have for dinner in the downstairs pantry. And my parents went to the States to do some bulk shopping. And I'm pretty sure I'm in heaven. Orville Redenbacher. 5 different kinds of that. We have Reese Poofs. Unlimited supply of sour slices. Never had those before, but I'm sure they're amazing. Any jelly candy is the best candy. Just saying. Goldfish on deck. Goldfish. Crispy minis. Cans of tuna for days. Everything. What's up, guys? Just came out of the mall. New cut. Shout out to my boy Tom at the barber chair. Always keeping me fresh. Woo! I'm loving that. Well, I am on my way. It's Sunday, so I'm on my way to just run my weekly errands. As I said, just came out of the mall. It's about 12:30, give or take. I'm actually headed down to the other side of the city to schedule an eye exam. This boy needs glasses. Can't see like I used to, and I drive things for a living, so one could argue that it is a necessity that I need to be able to see. But we were going to do that, and then hopefully, once a friend gets back to me, I'm going to go train at a different gym, Anytime Fitness, hit some lower body, hyper lower body, and chase that pump. I'll see you guys in a bit. Check in after. I know a lot of you are all into your Quest bars and stuff like that, and I'm guilty. Quest bars are definitely my favorite, but I do get tired of them every now and then. I find that having the same bar over and over again can, like anything, get a little bit boring. And an awesome alternative that I recently discovered that just came over from the States, they actually followed me on Instagram and I decided to check them out. And I went into Popeyes a couple days later and they said they just started carrying them. I've already taken a bite, so excuse me, but it's a brand called Be Up, if I'm pronouncing that right. And this one is the sugar cookie flavor, and it is absolutely amazing. The texture is let me show you. The texture is it's a little bit softer, not as firm as a Quest bar. There's no chunks in there or anything like that, but the flavor is on point. If you guys like sugar cookies, I highly suggest it. It is it's on point. I think they also have peanut butter and jelly, cinnamon streusel, peanut butter, and there's one other one that I'm missing out on. But yeah, they're awesome. The macros are on point, much the same as a Quest bar. 180 calories, 6 fat, 20 fiber, 27 carbon, 20 protein. And like I said, it's a bit softer, but really, really good, guys. And I think a little bit cheaper, about $2 cheaper per box, so I would suggest it. You want to know how I got these 2 Lamborghinis? I dropped out of school. Fuck. YouTube family, just post-workout, post-lower body day, felt really good. Didn't think I was actually going to go to the gym today. Woke up after conventional pulls yesterday and wasn't feeling 100%. Lower back was a little bit tender, which doesn't usually happen. But anyway, wanted to give you guys a little change of scenery today from the car. Kitchen, egg whites behind me on fleek. Whoa! Anyway, I'm sipping, as I said, I think I put it in the previous scene, don't count me on it. But Zevia, guys, this stuff is key, especially if you're dieting. Most grocery stores that I've been to, I mean in Canada, but most grocery stores I've been to, they do sell it. And it is a 0-calorie soda. And honestly, I've tried a lot of these, alternative pops and colas and stuff like that. And I find that this one is definitely the most on fleek, y'all. It's really good. This is the cola flavor. They also have, and they name them different obviously, but there's a black cherry, there's a root beer, there's a lemon, there's an orange, and there's a ginger ale. I chose to just go for the straight cola today because I was craving Coke, just didn't want to sacrifice the macros for it. As the name suggests, it is sweetened with stevia instead of artificial sweeteners, so for those of you guys that like to stay away from the aspartame and the sucralose and such, highly recommend it. It is good, and you're not sacrificing flavor whatsoever, I promise you. What's up, guys? Just wanted to finish off the video with a little bit of, not so much a rant, but more just something that I really felt I needed to talk about. And as for the video itself, I do apologize. It was, well, not apologize, I know it was a little bit all over the place. I gave you a little bit of everything. It was about 2 or 3 days worth of footage. My gym can be quite strict about filming, so sometimes it's harder to get longer, more quantitative amounts of shots. But anywho, recently, actually yesterday, I was talking with a close friend of mine who's new to training, and they had a few concerns and they just wanted to run a few things by me. And their main issue, they said, he's about my age, by the way, about 20 years old, and his main issue is that he says he doesn't have enough time to get his lifts in. He wants to go to the gym, but he doesn't have enough time. And immediately, I don't want to say that set me off, but it definitely lit a little bit of a fire inside me, in the sense that I have heard this excuse, and yeah, I call it an excuse because I do believe it is one. I've heard this excuse countless times, and I believe that it's absolute bullshit, and I'm going to be right out, and I think it's bullshit. The people use time as an excuse to justify the fact that they are afraid to go beyond the measures necessary to become the best potential forms of themselves. And I mean that in the most respectful of ways. This industry, and any industry in fact, but fitness in general, this industry was not meant for everybody. This lifestyle was not meant for everybody. You don't have, I've preached this, in bodybuilding, you don't have to isolate yourself from friends, from family, from everything to be the best version of yourself, to make those gains, to make the progress. What you do have to do is to be consistent. And the number one word is consistency. And in order to be consistent, you need to realize that there are a lot of things in life that will not be handed to you. And in this lifestyle, one of the biggest aspects of this is training. Time. My apologies. One of the biggest aspects of it is time. Time will not be handed to you. Time is not meant to be given to you. It's not a privilege. You earn it. You make time. Time is not given to you in the sense that, you're not always going to have time to train. You're not always going to have time to, if you prep meals, you're not always going to have time to prep your meals. You're not always going to have time to do this or that, to be, but it's all about making time. You're not given time, you make time. And I preach that. Time is not something you are given, it is something you have to make. You make time to train. If you want it that bad, you make time for it. Whether it's after work, before school, after school. I'm a perfect example. I am a full-time student. I work 2 jobs, right? I'm working 60 plus hours a week in the summer right now. And you're telling me that I'm going to use time as an excuse to get in my way of my vision? No. I posted an Instagram video about 3 days ago, and I was actually talking about this. I captioned it, I woke up with a million reasons not to train today. Tell me if I let one of them get in the way of my progress. And you know what? I didn't. And what I meant by that, to elaborate, was that I woke up. I had to get up super early for the gym that morning. That footage was actually shot at about 7:30, 8 a.m. in the morning. I had to get up super early. I had work at 11 a.m. And then I had errands to run after. I worked till 8 p.m. and then I had errands to run. And it's like, I could have just slept in. I could have said to myself the night before, you know what, why just sleep. It's one day, you need to work, get rest, but it's, you know what, why not choose to see it in the most productive way possible? Why stay up late watching TV and sleeping in before work when I could have just gone to bed earlier, got up earlier, and got my training in? You need to be able to learn how to prioritize and make time. Otherwise, this industry, this lifestyle will eat you up. It is not meant for everybody. And like I said, I mean that in the most respectful sense possible. The greatest in this industry, the people who have made it, the most successful individuals, and I'm not going to name them, but I think we all have a few names in mind. The most successful pupils in this industry did not have any more minutes in the day than we do. Everybody has 24 hours in the day to make the damn most of it. You can sit on your ass, you can be lazy, or you can use that energy to be productive. You can use that energy to constantly better yourself. We are all at the exact same starting point, and we all share a common goal. How we get there, how fast we get there, that's all different. We are all given 24 hours in a day. Nobody is given more time. Nobody is born with more time than anybody else. Our circumstances should never, ever, ever, ever determine our outcomes. You're the decision maker. There should be nothing that gets in the way if you want it bad enough. If you want to achieve that physique, if you want to be anything in life, if you want to be CEO, if you want to be a published author, if you want to be, a professional bodybuilder, you should not let anything get in the way of your vision. Because if you really wanted it bad enough, you wouldn't let anything get in the way of it in the first place. Excuses are nothing but signs of weakness. Excuses are ways to justify the fact that they're ways of justifying the fact that you are not ready, or you fear the effort it will take and the sacrifice it will take to become the best version of yourself at all times. I have no doubt that each and every one of you is capable of becoming the best version of yourself. We are all strong individuals, and it's just a matter of whether or not we use that strength. Get off your ass, motivate yourself in whatever way possible, get in that gym, get in that office, stay that extra hour, stay that extra 2 hours, wake up that extra hour earlier, go to the gym before work, pack your bag, go to the gym after work. Don't come home and use work as an excuse. Don't use school as an excuse. Don't use anything. Don't use anything as an excuse. Sickness, you're tired. You know what? Just fuck it. Get off your ass and just think long term. Don't think short term satisfaction. Think long term gain. You have to take progress step by step, and just realize that it does take sacrifice. It takes time. Get up off your ass. Be the best you. Leave the excuses at the door. And kill it every single damn day. I love all of you. Subscribe, like, share the video, join the movement. Take it easy, YouTube family.
I'm always too high to consider a lot. I'm the biggie in my city, I've been ready to die. Had to track my last plug, so we sell me